What up, Posse? How's it going?
What up, everybody?
Hey, this is Brandon,
And Mark?
Jermaine?
Jason?
and we have a couple returning guests here. We have Jermaine, Chad's younger brother, and we have Jason, the Jason Grout.
Jar Jar.
JJ, Jar Jar, whatever you want to call me.
So, how have you guys been?
Good. Looking at all the new stock coming out at Targets and stuff. I had a whole bunch of jobs, so I think I hit like 20 targets in the past week and a half. So I got to see everything hitting and all that stuff.
So
Didn't really buy much because I had spent it all in the beginning of the month, but saw a lot of new stuff come out.
a lot of old stuff too, like all the turtles seem like they're kind of making a comeback.
Yeah, the turtles coming back
Saw a
at
lot of
Walmart
turtles.
and stuff.
Way too many of the Rockmen.
Yeah, there's
for
a lot of that.
For the NECA, yeah, they restocked like 2 or 3 of each, and I don't know if they'll keep restocking, but yeah.
Yeah, you help NECA like reorganize and restock
I do
the NECA
I
section,
do
right?
NECA
Target.
stocking from my merchandising job, and we just got those jobs like a year and a half ago, so it was kind of neat when we got them. Because I get them like all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, I get to work with toys.
Sweet.
Nice.
And then you kind of get to see the behind the scenes at Target, like the
Yeah,
warehouse.
I get to see behind the scenes at Target and everything, and and with the NECA, it's really weird because we don't even know what we're getting until that shipment comes in.
So it's always a surprise.
It's always
fun.
a surprise.
So does it
and-
just come in a big box and you open it up and it's all kinds of randoms?
Well, it's funny because before they were sending boxes that were maybe about the size of this table. So a decent sized box. And then when they started getting really popular in the last year, they started taping like 3 boxes together, and all the reps, that a lot of the reps are, older people, and they're like, we can't get these huge things down. So now they're packing them now in regular boxes, kind of. But it's funny because they use their plush toys and their blind bags as packing.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
though.
saves money and it
it
still does
does.
the same job, right?
That's
But yeah,
brilliant.
you basically open up the box and see all the stuff that we have to try to get out, in that week and stuff. So yeah.
On my way over here, I went to Walgreens and I actually saw they had a NECA It figure.
There
So
you
they're
go.
starting to get, maybe
I saw
they're
that. Yeah.
they're branching out into the horror figs
Wait.
now.
Wait, real quick. Who's this new guy over here looking like he's coming for a coffee open house? Poetry slam, Chad.
I heard Grote say save money, so
the money
my
signal went up.
Jewish ears
Cha-ching.
chirped up.
Well, I probably
Jew
had.
powers unite.
My spider sense was tingling.
Yeah, Jew twins unite.
I digressed. Hi, I'm Chad.
So NECA's hitting Walgreens. Maybe you'll be stocking those
Yeah,
there.
it could be because we do work in Walgreens too. We do work in all the box stores and post offices. We do all kinds of work. So when it happens to get like we do that, we stock Funko like every other week. But by the time we get in there, all the new stuff is usually pretty out there. But sometimes I can go in and be like, well, these were released Friday and they're not out, so I'll make sure those get out to the shelves and stuff. So
Can I ask
I
you?
would say always ask if there's more in back, especially with Pops.
Can I ask you?
No, I didn't mean to. Go ahead.
Can I ask you? Like, you talk to a lot of these Target employees. What do they kind of say about collectors?
Not they don't really. I don't know. I never really talk about outside stuff much.
Okay.
So, but it's like I know 2 different guys that kind of work the Target toy places in Targets, and they're all. I mean, one of them in Quarry, I remember he must have a regular that comes in, but he had asked him, if they had certain things. This was 6 months ago, and he let him know. I think they're coming in Friday or something, but he was very helpful. It's like I imagine as long as you're nice and stuff, they want that product to sell. Obviously, they don't want empty shelves, but if they're not getting enough stock in, that's not.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing merchandising for just under 3 years.
And knowing you, that you like your job.
I don't know.
Because you get to see a lot of.
I do get to see a
Cool
lot of
stuff.
things. It's weird going in these big box stores and stuff and just it's like all I have is a name tag, but it gets me everywhere. And every once in a while, somebody will be like, "Hey, what are it's like I'm from my premium, my job, and tell them what I'm there for. But they've got reps and like that stuff kind of coming in and out all day or different days of the week because all the bread deliveries and all that. Usually the bread people stock that.
So can I borrow your badge for a weekend?
No,
Can my brother?
I don't think it would fit around your neck.
Chad just walking out with like a pallet of NECA stuff. He's like, I'm quality checking. I work for NECA.
I would be.
No.
Jermaine would be pulling up around the back. But anyways, I digress.
All of this is recall.
Yes.
Well, and like with a lot of like NECA, they have locked up in like the back electronics lockup. So you've got to get a key and they've got to know you. So
Ocean's
you can get a
15.
key, though, right?
you get a key,
Yeah, Gro already stole
But it
it,
was-
and
Ocean's
then
15. Good to
Chad
know.
gets caught.
I mean, my job didn't have any like on-job training, so it's like you kind of just learn from
Figure
your
it
phone,
out.
and they're like,
Even more
the
good
first
to
time I
know.
went into those places, I was just weirded out. I'm like, what? And now that I know how stuff works, and I get to see like, not how they order, but I get to see their inventory. Like on weird things today, I was stocking their
How's the security?
Easter. I was stocking Easter chocolate, but you
Is there,
see
like, a guy with
how
a
many
flashlight,
they
or-
bring in.
Does he have a gun?
Jermaine, can you give? I mean, Jermaine wants to know the schedule of the guard
Yeah, I just need to know
making
the
their
windows,
loops.
Like,
and
I'll make it happen.
I'd like to follow you around for a week.
So it's a weird job, and there's tons of companies out there that do it. I see other reps from like Hallmark and everything. You'll see these people working in big box retail stores, but they'll be dressed a little differently, and then
They're
you're
not
like,
wearing
oh.
the standard red
Yeah.
or blue
Yeah.
or
And all of a sudden,
red
I'm
or
like,
blue.
that's a merchandiser.
So, what should we start with, Mark?
We don't got a lot for this episode, and Jason's kind of in a rush, so I got the new X-Men Legends, so we're gonna quick show those, and then I want to really get into it.
Yep.
Garbage Pail Kid cards.
Go for it.
So, obviously, the new flavor of the week. It's got the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure. This is Jean Grey, Marvel Girl in her teen form. So is this like the
yeah,
X-Men First Class? Remember when they
Yeah.
came back from time?
kind of. This whole like the outfits, at least the Professor X ones, it's from like a weird storyline where they do remember they had that island for just mutants
Yes.
when they
The
did that.
Magneto head?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
Charles takes it
Croatian-
over,
Croatian.
Yeah.
and
This is the
they
basis of the 90s cartoon.
yeah,
Pretty much.
and they so they take that and they cut it off from the world. So now it's as mutants are there, they can cross over. They have portals. They can cross over to the real world, and then it's like they have this battle between the Fantastic Four because he wants Franklin Richards to become embrace his mutanthood because he's a mutant. His sister is losing her cosmic powers. Like it's
Right.
only a finite amount of time, but it's a pretty cool storyline that they have there. And I think the Tri-Sentinel is just their newest version of
So
Sentinel, like their upgraded version.
And who was Franklin's nanny for a while?
Agatha Harkness.
Oh, it was?
Isn't that funny that Franklin is like the most powerful mutant,
Yeah.
or one of the most powerful beings in the whole Marvel universe, and now the Scarlet Witch is like one of the most powerful people.
Well, yeah, he's not there yet though. He
How
just
do we know he's not there?
His property just got bought by Disney.
That's true.
So this is Cyclops. I feel like there's only the '90s cartoon Cyclops is the only good Cyclops.
I kind of like Cyclops here. He became more of a badass the older he got. He started not giving a...
Well, that looks like him from X Factor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
It does.
That's an X
It-
Factor Cyclops for
it is,
sure. What do you think,
totally.
Grote?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look at the little lasers that he's got coming out of his eyes. On this little extra.
Jermaine, were you
X
a
Factor wasn't
Cyclops guy?
Yeah.
No, I was a
Yeah,
Wolverine
remember it
guy.
was,
I was gonna
um,
guess Gambit.
Wolverine and Gambit. were my
X
two
Factor
favorites.
came out in the late '80s, and it was Beast.
Jean Grey,
Jean Grey. Well,
Iceman.
it wasn't the
Cyclops.
real. It was the reincarnate clone or whatever. Of Jean
Yeah.
Grey. Remember? 'Cause
Wasn't
she'd
Madeline
already-
Pryor.
No, it was some kind of weird in between that, and then Beast became
Remember,
a regular.
Angel was with him too, and then he
Archangel
got...
was in there,
Yeah.
and then they had Beast was
Yeah.
human again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did they
Is
tie
that-
that into like they made him look more like the original Beast, right? Like from the original X-Men run. But did that tie in the New Mutants at all? Did X Factor
No.
tie in or okay?
No.
No.
The X Factor Beast, the more he used his beast powers, it would decrease his intelligence.
And
So
his
like
humanity.
he saved like the whole world, but he totally like became like a vegetable.
Oh, he became like the old, like the gray
Yeah,
beast
yeah.
almost.
Which,
right?
not to take away from anything else here, but real quick, that I thought that beast that was human, but was still very much beast
Yeah.
for X Factor,
Yeah.
was probably the best drawn beast ever.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was that a Chris Claremont
I think
storyline?
I think that was your mom, Brandon.
Oh no!
Wow.
I wish that would have been
All right,
awesome.
It
moving
looked
on.
it looked a lot like the original beast though that was drawn.
Who? His mom or the beast?
Yes.
That's mean. I love
She
his
looks
mom.
more like a honey badger.
She.
The honey badger don't
She's
care.
gonna get you.
This
bro.
is old man Logan.
I love that.
That's a great Logan.
That is awesome.
Try to get like a close up of his face because he has he has a weird soul patch goatee thing going on. Probably see it on the back better.
You know, it's old man Logan. He's got a gray goatee. Look at how happy he is.
Very happy. He's the happiest he's ever been.
I've never
Say
seen I've
cheese.
never seen Wolverine smile like that.
I remember seeing Wolverine smile in one episode of the X-Men comic book, and it was when everybody left and he got sad and lonely and he got drunk for about 8 minutes until his
Buzz
Yeah.
wore
mutant
off.
Oh, yeah.
power took over, and everybody walked up and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And then like 44 minutes later, he's like, "All right, it's good to see you guys."
Mad again. Back to being mad.
No, mean.
Mean and lonesome. And then this is the new Magneto.
I don't know how I feel
Right.
about that.
I was just thinking the same thing. Groat, what do you think?
I don't know. It seems like for somebody that doesn't really collect these, that black with those white stripes seems very similar to something that just came out lately. A big robot dude.
Oh, it looks like the Nimrod guy
I
you're
think
thinking?
so, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
I was
Just
thinking
that-
of White Vision,
Just
but
those black and white, like the outfit. Not
What
the
was the other
whole
guy
thing, but
too?
yeah.
Yeah, White Vision would work for that too. Which
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably going to come out with a figure in the next
They'll be
year.
using
I
that
would
same
think
mold.
well, with the black, it does look a lot like Nimrod. A lot.
Yeah.
That's what
It
it was.
does. Well, the
But it's a
Nimrod's
cool
like
figure.
pink. Got like the pink though.
You know, I wonder with all the familiarity. Go ahead, man. With all the familiarities that we're talking about, that they just kind of did that on purpose for us to be able
Yeah.
to associate and just kind of go, "Oh, I really like this because of this." You know.
I think eventually this will be the most sought after figure in this whole entire wave.
Is that McTaggart?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just
Ah,
because why wouldn't you want like a lab tech? I mean, even if you don't like the X-Men, you're like, oh, I need like a chick to be like in the lab. You know, she's got her lab coat, she's got her little
I feel like someone's going to use
Ascot.
that to make a custom of the Doc Ock from Into the Spider-Verse.
she's got the little nerdy glasses,
Could be.
librarian look going.
Could
Yeah.
be. All right, what's next?
I believe. Wait, one more.
This was the last one, yeah.
And who's that? I think that's the only person I don't recognize.
It's the Omega Sentinel.
Oh,
And like she got like this wigged head.
Yeah, its second head is pretty neat. It's like open on the bottom. But then...
Yeah, that people are gonna be using that head on all kinds of on a lot of customs, I think.
Can I see
Yeah.
that? It's a female Vision.
Yeah.
When I first saw it when it was released, I was like, "Is it Viv Vision?" Because like Vision had like his own family or whatever that he created,
Right.
Yeah.
but apparently it was not.
All right, let's hand these over.
And then so I've been getting on the collectible card bandwagon.
Wow, yeah, you have.
I have over the past like 5 years just randomly bought Star Wars cards. So this one is my first signed autographed Garbage Pail Kids. So it's signed by the artist on the front, which is Smokin' Joe, and then on the back it's numbered to I believe 50.
Oh,
So
nice. The
there's-
little, it's like the metallic print.
Oh,
on it.
yeah.
So if you're pulling Garbage Pail Kid cards or most any collectible card nowadays, if it's a rare
About
card,
that number.
it's going to be stamped or something on the back.
Yeah.
I had no idea that they redid them.
Yeah, they've been going strong for a very long time, but now there's, I mean, crazy cards you can, multi-$100 cards you can pull out of packs now. And that's the big thing with collectible cards nowadays is like sports cards.
This is number 1 out of 99.
Ooh.
You didn't notice that?
I think I did. I've bought so many of these.
Because a lot of
lately.
times when they're numbered, the number matters. Like someone, that's the first
Right,
one that came out.
So how many gens do they have? A reproduction?
I don't know.
Like they've been doing it for a while, so
I
they've
think
got different.
I think they've been doing at least one, if not 2 series a year. For
Wow.
ever since. Because like so one
I didn't either.
these these ones, which are Food Fight, are the ones that are out in stores now, and that's what he's kind of showing up there. But the last series was Chrome, and those were a little bit more expensive. And there's some that'll come up once he's in there, and they've got some cool parallels and prisms to them.
Because of you, I bought 2 of these, and I haven't opened them, but they're in a different colored refrigerator.
Yep.
Does that make a
Yeah.
difference?
There's 4 different colors.
Okay, so that doesn't matter what
No.
color. It's generally could
No.
be the same cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so in those, that's $20 at stores, and there's 10 packs in it.
Which is a deal compared
Which
to
is-
what are they, like $5 or
I
something?
think they're like $2.50 or $3 a pack.
Whoa.
They sell such different, like these are considered blaster boxes, and they make
Those are like $20,
hanger
right?
packs. Yep. And then each one, like the border, that's a rare one. There's what they call parallels in collectible cards nowadays, so you can, collect the regular run.
Yeah, you get this card,
But
but like with
then-
the borders.
But then if you really want to go in depth, you're going to get the whole run of the orange border.
Yeah, and then you see in the back it creates like a big picture.
you got 2 of the same one.
Okay.
Oh,
Get
that
to the
means I get
ones
to have
in
one.
The chrome ones.
Yeah, the chrome ones are really neat, and it really shows you how they can get like
This is sweet.
parallels and refractors. So that's kind of just a regular refractor, and I don't think that's numbered. Oh, that one is numbered. Oh, that's a yellow border, I believe. But there's some in there that you'll see the fronts are
$2.50
all
of $2.99.
wavy and
Oh, this is my favorite one back in the day.
oh yeah, Roy Bott. So that's a different refractor that has that. So that's rarer, and
Yeah.
so it's really nuts these days, and cards are really taking off, and there's big money in cards. But what that is getting them graded and having a perfect card that's very rare.
And I'm trying to be.
Um,
Oh, you got like
but
the variant.
nobody's gonna get
Hothead
rich off.
Harvey.
Nobody's gonna get rich
Oh,
off
wow.
of Garbage Pail Kids. Trust me, because I've spent hundreds and hundreds in the past month, and I've got maybe a third to show that back.
One
But
of the guys in the group pulled some nice cards, like some
Yeah,
sketch cards.
sketch cards, and then there's like die cut sketch cards. There's printing plates, which, like, if you look on the back of packs now, it'll show you odds, and like odds of pulling a printing plate is like 1 in 13,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But and then outside of this, if you go into like a card, sports card place right now,
Yeah.
the amount of the weird cards that they have in there and the amounts they go for is just blows my mind. Because I've been opening packs of cards and blind box stuff since I was a kid, and it's just nuts what you can pull out of them sometimes.
I have 2 questions for you, Gro. One, did they, I had a friend that collected all of these Garbage Pail Kids, and they are somewhere in a big sealed up thing together. Did they bring back the ones that were banned too?
I don't think so, no. But like
Because there was
these
some of those
chrome
original
ones
ones that were
are
banned.
old cards, old art,
Okay.
but the Food Fight is all new art.
Oh,
So
I
that
see.
people kind of get excited about that. They'll change the names on the chromes, but some of that's the same art they've been using since Series 1 and whatnot.
Okay. My other question is have you seen or are you going to be collecting any of the originals?
No, I'm
No?
not really looking to go back.
Okay.
It's something, and that's just it. It's like, I'll open like $200 worth of cards. I'll put a set together of 100 cards, and that set is worth like $25. I mean, it's, it's,
I got you.
I'd say it's a waste of money, but dang, is it fun. So,
It's addicting.
I found Pokemon, and I'm opening packs
Ooh.
of that, but not many.
Yeah,
but
that's like making a big comeback.
Yeah.
Pokemon is impossible to find, and I've checked prices on packs, and you're not making money that way, but
Yeah.
people, it's gambling. It literally is.
Well, I have this theory because of COVID and everybody being inside that people were just, Magic has come back, virtual D&D has come
It
back.
has,
a
but
lot of these games.
it's funny. If you will walk into 20 Targets and you'll go up to the collectible card section, the first 4 feet is Pokemon and it's empty.
Oh wow!
And then
8
Magic.
feet of Magic completely full. Magic hasn't taken off for some reason.
Weird.
And neither is Yu-Gi-Oh.
And then like sports cards, you just don't see them on the shelf because there's people waiting in the morning to get them.
So are these cards coming back? Empire, Star Wars?
Yeah, so these are
Nice.
vintage,
I see
and
that one.
vintage cards have shot up amazingly, but only if they are in perfect condition. They're centered really well, left to right, up to down, because that's what people are doing is grading them. And if they get a 9 or a 9.8 or a 10 perfect, thousands. I mean, there's
Wow.
there's like a Luke card,
Wow.
and it's number 1. So I think they say it's been on the top of packs, and like anybody that put a set probably rubber banded it. They're considering that Luke's rookie card now when it
That's
like kind of with sports. So
Like,
that one is shot up. So I think if you get a gem mint 10 of that, it's like 3-4 grand.
Yeah, that's the yellow series I think you're talking about.
Blue,
yellow
blue,
border.
Blue series.
blue.
And then I believe the yellow series then is the number 1 is Darth Vader headshot, or is it Obi-Wan?
Think so I'm not sure.
I know the
'Cause, 'cause
Obi-Wans were some
It's like
cash.
Star Wars, then Empire, then
Yeah.
Like last week, a Kobe Bryant 1-of-1 autograph card sold for like 1.5 million.
it's-
Yeah, that was me. I bought
Yep.
that.
And then Jokic, the white dude that's balling in Dallas or whatever.
Luka Doncic or whatever.
One of one sold for 4.5 million. It's the most expensive card ever
Damn.
sold.
That's big money.
Oh, and I have the C3PO.
I thought you were like, I got that card.
No, I've got the C3PO non-error card in there.
Oh,
So it's the fix. It's
the
the
wiener one?
They call it the golden
wiener
rod.
the wing one.
No,
you know
you
about that, Jermaine?
you had that card in
Yeah.
this file.
Then it got cold out, and then you have the
I've
regular.
never seen that. I want to see that one.
You want to see
It looks so weird.
3PO?
Well, and the
fixed one?
non-Wang one is actually worth more now. Am I correct? No.
I don't know why people keep saying that.
Yeah,
it's
that's what I
rare,
heard.
but no, it's about half price.
Okay.
I think a non-boner card is worth like 35.
For anybody that's out there that doesn't understand what we're saying, there was one card that
See
came
if I
out.
can
It looked like
find it.
C-3PO's finger, I believe.
Yeah.
Just kind of looked like a wang.
That
Yeah.
it?
So there's
Yeah.
one card of that between
Yeah, there
his
it is.
that white area of his arm and his body. There's one card that there's a protuberance. A
Oh,
protuberance.
that's sassy.
I like that word.
Protuberance over
I
here.
love that.
That was the word of the
and
day.
So people call it the goldenrod card.
You have 2 of those.
No, he's only got one.
And so these aren't
He only had
perfectly
one.
centered. They're in decent condition, so they're probably worth a little bit, but it's just the way they've shot up in the last year is nuts. And like Pokemon, a sealed case of first edition just sold for
What's up with
$1.4
this?
million.
Jeez.
Logan Paul, I don't like the guy, but he bought a box and sold each pack for $38,000.
Wow.
And then opened them online for that person.
I
And
thought they
they
were-
said they pulled like $2.5 million worth of cards.
Yeah, exactly.
That's that YouTuber guy, right?
Yeah.
And those are that's a sealed case of cards that are 25 years old.
I remember hearing about
But
that.
like Marvel Universe cards from the 90s were like $30 a box, are now $2,000 a box because people want sealed
That's
cases to open them
What?
and grade
Those
them.
cards. What cards? Yeah,
What cards?
Marvel cards.
Marvel Universe.
I have some of the Marvel Universe one, but I don't have them.
Sealed.
Oh wait, yes I do. I
Yeah,
have some
sealed.
X-Men
You
sealed.
have them from like the early
That's-
90s.
Yeah, I
He
have some from the
does.
early 90s. You know what I have? And
Check some of those prices because
I will.
they are shooting.
If they're sealed, you get more money for a sealed pack.
But I have to
Oh, there's
ask
there's my Zion card.
I got a rookie of his.
Nice.
because I know
Might
you
be
got
the
to
same
leave. We'll
one.
wrap this up as we're showing cards. But how about? I'm curious because I have a whole couple boxes full that are sealed. My Yo MTV Raps cards.
Oh, wow.
Oh, could be.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Weirder things have gone up in
Because
price.
there are
right?
there
I
are
mean,
some.
that's just it. So
There
right
is a Digital
now-
Underground card there that has Tupac in it.
No,
Oh,
really?
no. Nice.
Because he was a backup dancer
Yeah,
for,
yeah.
Yeah.
for
Remember that.
DU.
And see, some people could consider that
Worth
Tupac's
quite a
rookie card.
That's true.
Yeah.
So that's just it. People are speculating with this hobby big time. So there's going to be people that are finding these little niche markets and whatnot and trying to grade those and see what comes about. But
And these are these things that you think that they're worth nothing because the 90s,
Yep.
people were just
it's
they
literally
mass producing
they've
them.
only shot up in the last like 6 months to a year. But there was a time where they were doubling overnight, like for weeks.
Oh wow.
Do you remember when you busted those cards out and I just was like, Cool Mo D, and I pulled it up and it was Cool Mo D?
Cool Mo D.
Ah.
We'll have to
Psychic
do
mark.
we'll get you
That was
back.
crazy.
We'll do a card on those, and I'll let you take some home.
Opening
Wow,
cards
wow,
are fun.
West.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Gro, thanks for coming by again.
All right,
man.
nice
It's-
seeing you
It's
guys
always
again.
fun.
Brother to
Thanks
be
for
in
bringing
here,
us
too.
stuff. Peace out, people.
Bye.
Peace.